Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. Woo. How's your Friday? How's your Friday going? Hey, are you guys ready for another video? So, if you are, please subscribe. Today I'm talking about how to start any business because I know a lot of you guys are curious about what do you actually need to start a business as a person, not in terms of what the business would need. So hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned, it's gonna be an interesting one. So number one, you need to be passionate. Not you need, you have to be passionate. I never quite understood this when I started a business. When people used to say, oh no, passion is more important than the money. But let me tell you, it gets to a certain point in business where things are not working out, you just want to quit, and the only thing that will keep you going is passion. So number one thing that you need to start any business, even though if you're starting the biggest company in the world to if you're starting a shoe business, you need to be passionate about that thing. If it's selling shoes, you must sell shoes like your life depends on it. If it's about software, you must build and sell that software. Like, this has to be your child. That's why you hear people saying that this is my second child, because the madness a business will take you through, only passion can keep you in it. That's number one. Number two, hey, let me sit kind of for this one. Ooh. So research. Let me tell you, there's so many businesses I've wanted to start, and your madness convinces you that this one is going to be the one. This is the one that will pass Google. This is the one that will compete. But research. So my rule of thumb has been, or how I go about it is, I have an idea, I research about it, and the things I look at, number one is the consumer or the customer, and number two, the market. Because one, if you have no customers, you won't sell anything. And secondly, when you look at the macro potential of that idea, if your idea does not have a market, it means you'll never be able to grow or scale, as they use in entrepreneurship terms. So if you want to sell shoes, if you can only sell those shoes to 10 people every year, and you can only sell them from Nairobi, then that's not a good business idea, because it means your capital will always be 10 people, your sales will always be 10 people. So you have to think about, can this idea go into another country? Can it go into another town easily? Are there people who will buy? And this is what I've been doing recently with the business ideas I've been wanting to start. Whatever idea you have, pitch it to 10 people. If 10 people around you cannot buy that product, achana tu nayo. It will stress you for nothing. Because sometimes we like to convince ourselves that, you know what, no, this is a good idea, but it's only a good idea to you. You're the one who has a need, and you think everyone else has the problem that you're having. And sometimes it's not true. Sometimes it's just yours. Sometimes everyone else is fine. Number three, figure out the requirements that business will need. Let me give you a bit of a story. So back in 2018, 2017, 2018, there's an idea that I had, and you guys, I'm telling you, I did my research. This one was the one. I was just seeing, and I'm in marketing, so I already know how I was going to do marketing, how the sales were going to come through. And then when I approached this investor, they said, okay, give me the breakdown of the implications. What requirements, what do you need to start, how much? So I said, okay, that's not hard. Let me figure out how much. In my head, I'd only seen, the product, setup costs here, office, all of that. Hey, let me tell you, I sat down with Kerry for 1 hour. That bill alone was coming to over 1 million. Okay, I called the manufacturer themselves, and then they start telling, oh, minimum quantity you can take, another bill. By the time I was finished figuring out, leave even that, when I say requirements, I mean capital, I mean taxes, I mean marketing, staff. What do you actually need to get your idea going? And this was for a big idea. So even though it's a small idea, same thing. You can just want to sell beautiful, I keep using the idea for shoes, but it's only on my head. You cannot sell shoes And you can say, let me bring them in from China. They're going to cost 1,000 shillings. I sell them for 3,000. But let me tell you, kwanza, when you deal with mambo ya KRA, your idea just becomes 20 times more expensive. Importing things, exporting things, it's madness. So the point of it is figure out what your business idea requires so that you can know exactly what you're walking into. And also, to some extent, it makes you more accountable and even more realistic with that idea, And let me just clarify, that previous point was, it's more, when I say requirements, I mean more of capital. How much do you need to start? What is the taxation around your business idea? Because there's everything has taxes. Legally, what are the requirements? What kind of company do you need? How many directors will it require? Things like that. But anyway, so this next one is about finance, money, financial planning, whatever it is you want to call it, just the money side of your idea. And by this, I mean, you need to, for whatever business you want to start, you need to have an idea of how much are you going to sell, how much profit is involved in it. Don't just say, well, don't just say, like, I have a business idea and I want to sell this, and that's the end. There's, to some extent, if you're gonna get into business, you're gonna have to learn some of these things. We're just being honest. So things like profit. If you're gonna sell this item, what are your expenses? Therefore, what is your profit? What kind of sales do you expect to make in 1 year, so that you can know, okay, is this even an idea worth pursuing? And another issue, I'm in marketing, but I also run a business. But an issue I have with a lot of business owners also is, when you're starting your business idea, you people never plan for marketing. Aki, that thing just annoys me. So someone has done all this work around a business idea, and then you want to sit and people to buy. Just because you've done everything else, people won't know about you unless you do marketing. And marketing, like everything else when you're starting a business, is an investment. You need to plan for it. So I don't know why you'll plan, let's say if you want to sell juices, you'll plan to make the juice, to package the juice, to post the juice on, let's say, Facebook. But you don't want to budget for advertising. You don't want to budget for going to markets and doing activations. So the finances around it, anyway, that's the point of it. The finances. Figure out the finances. And the last tip that I can think of, and I hope it doesn't sound like I'm contradicting myself, but put a time limit on all those other things that I've said, other than passion. Put a time limit on it. And then if you've read about starting a business and business models, and you know about something called the Lean Business Model Canvas, which teaches about having a minimal viable product. So that basically means that for whatever business idea that you want to start, and you figure out what your business model is going to be, which is basically all those other things that I've said, all those other points that I've said, the final thing that you need to do is just to start. And to start in business coaching, we usually say that make sure you have the simplest, stupidest idea and launch it. Because there's no way you're going to know if your idea is going to be awesome or if it's going to fail and you need to try another one without starting. And that, I feel, is a mistake a lot of people make when they want to start a business. We plan and plan. We think about this idea years and years and years to come, always wondering, we want everything to be perfect. Or sometimes you're just afraid. So my trick for that is set a time limit. You get this brilliant business idea, wonderful. After a few days, bado, it's boring you, it's something you want to do. I set a time limit on it. Say, you know what? I have 3 weeks to do my research, to ask the necessary questions that I need to ask, and to come up with my MVP. What we've said, the minimum viable product. If it's an app, the first basic version of it. If it's a shop that I want to open, okay, the first product, the cheapest location I can start with. Just start. Because you see, the thing with business is, the way you start it is not the way it's going to be forever. It grows. Literally, that it's like a human. It grows, it evolves. So just start with the acronym is, and if you remember nothing else from this video, remember this acronym: KISS. Keep it stupid simple. KISS. So that is it from me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I had lots of fun shooting it. If you have a business idea, by the way, that you want me to help you think through, just comment, or one of the links in the description should be a link to my website that has a contact form for business coaching. It is something that I do professionally, by the way. I've worked with tons of entrepreneurs, always fun. So yeah, if you have an idea and you want me to help you think through it and get started, DM me, inbox me, and remember to subscribe as always. And I hope you have a great week, and remember that you're awesome. You're awesome. The ideas that you have, the dreams that you have, you're awesome. Pursue them, and you can do this. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.